Borada, good morning. Good morning. I'm really cold this morning, so I've wrapped up in my shawl. I crocheted this several months ago, and it's really come into its own in my office first thing in the morning. Just throw it over my shoulders. I shall peel it off when the heating has warmed up the room. How are you this morning? I have had so many different conversations this week with so many different people. It's been really good, very encouraging, and lots to think about, to be hopeful for, and to pray about. In the midst of it all, there has been a little thread running though, and it's not the thread I was expecting, but it's incredibly important, so I thought I'd share it with you. For all the energy and the enthusiasm and the sort of general excitement that I have around my working life, I have been reminded all week of the importance of rest. Some of that reminding has been colleagues who have reminded me or who have needed to rest themselves. Some of it has been family and just a sort of general feel. Some of it has been listening to the staff in our local school talking. Just this general feel that we've been at this COVID thing for a year. And I don't underestimate how hard we've been working, and I don't mean to trivialise it in the way that I speak about it, but that's an awfully long time to stay on a level of alert and a level of perhaps anxiety and a level of doing things differently. Are you remembering to have a rest? It's something I have to take very seriously, because if I don't sit down and if I don't take time to recharge and rest and give my body and my brain an opportunity to just reboot a bit and to re-energise, the knock-on is tremendous. And I say that to you as somebody who's incredibly energetic and lively. I'm like it because I remember to take a rest sometimes. Do you do that? It doesn't matter how little you might think you're doing in your day or how busy you are in your day. That change of pace is so important. And I think one of the challenges for me, certainly, and perhaps you find it too, is that changing pace under the current restrictions is incredibly difficult, because for me a change of pace probably includes a change of scene actually. And there are no essential journeys, are there? And our exercise has to be from home. So a change of scene is quite hard to achieve. I'm having to find other ways. I'm binge watching telly. All sorts of good things. Ask me another time about those. I'm reading books that aren't to do with work. Baking, cooking sometimes, crocheting. What are you doing to make sure that you take a break and have some rest? We're in good company when we take rest. I did a quick Google of what does the Bible tell us about resting, and I came up with hundreds and hundreds of quotes, and a surprisingly large number of them were from the Old Testament, in those very early books when God was laying down the law with the Jewish people and trying to give them good guidance of how they should behave and how they should try to live good lives in his love. Lots and lots and lots of references to taking a Sabbath in Exodus. So I've looked up some of them, and they all say the same really. Listen to this. This is in Exodus chapter 16, one of several Exodus references. And it says, let me see if I can find it. This is what the Lord has commanded. Tomorrow is a day of solemn rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you want to bake and boil what you want to boil, and all that is left over put aside to be kept until morning. Now, the Jewish people were talking about a very particular day of the week, and of course I have to be the first person to put my hand up to say the typical Western cultural day of rest, of Sabbath, is a Sunday, which is the day of the week that I absolutely can't take off. It's a Sunday. So I have to make sure I carve a Sabbath into a different day of the week. And it's not about baking and boiling, they're examples. It's about do what you need to do for the other 6 days of the week. And if at the end of day 6 you haven't finished, stop, set it aside, rest, and come back to it refreshed on day 8, which is really day 1 again, isn't it, in our 7-day cycle. But the importance of being able to put something down and rest from it is incredibly good for us. I don't know if you've ever noticed with small children that they can have a level of determination that they are going to do something, and it's tricky, and they're there sort of, I don't know, a piece of Lego perhaps, or trying to draw something, or do something that they want to get to the standard of perfection that they've set for themselves. And if they're tired, or if they've persevered for an awfully long time and it's not going anywhere, the frustration levels rise, don't they? And we know as the adult carers for those little people that if they would just step back for a moment, take a break, take a rest, do something completely different, distract themselves, and then come back, they will come back with a newness about themselves that might mean that they can then complete the task more easily and with less frustration. Do we apply that to ourselves? Do we ever let ourselves put something down, step away from it and rest from it for a moment? We're ever so good at giving advice, aren't we? And sometimes not so good at taking it, least of all from ourselves. So my challenge to you today is to have a think about where the moments of rest are in your day and in your week, and whether you're actually properly factoring them in and planning them so that you can work hard and play hard. That sounds like a Mars bar advert, doesn't it? And now I've shown my age. I'm going to take a rest tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I will be thinking about that today as I talk to some of you, as I go around the ministry area. I've got some photocopying I need to do and some recording for the Sunday service. But I will be giving some thought to what I'm going to do to rest and recharge on Friday so that I can come bouncing back with as much energy and vigour as you all deserve and as I would like to have. Where are your rest points? Have a think about it. Let me know. I hope you have a good day today. And oh gosh, I've gone way over time again. I need to do better at my time management. Lots of love to you. God bless and bye-bye.